basically every day when you wake up, you start to become aware of the present moment without attaching your old self, your identity, and what you know your life is to this present moment. So the present moment needs to become pure. It is pure, it just is space, but at the same time has infinite potential. What we do naturally is we live in this space with a predetermined ideology, thoughts, feelings, because that's what your body, your whole system is used to being that. Your mind is used to thinking those thoughts. Clean that place and live consciously and aware of the now. Manifest literally what you want to be by tuning into the feeling, because your body and your mind do not know the difference between a feeling that you imagine, not just the image, but it has to be a feeling, because a feeling is a chemical reaction in your whole body. And if you can get your body into this chemical reaction, then it is literally real. It is physical. Your body is acting in a way that it would when it would remember something from the past. If you just think about a memory from the past and you relive it, let's say a traumatic experience, you can feel what you felt. And it's not just mentally and emotionally, it's your body starting to produce certain hormones and you switch over into this fight or flight moment. That's basically how people stay stuck in the past, because they relive this moment over and over and over again, which puts stress on their bodies. And then they are literally chronically stressed. And that also affects your gene expression, and then illnesses and diseases come in. Now, if we can imagine a scenario that hasn't happened yet, your mind and your body doesn't know if it's a memory from the past or if it's a thing from the future. Your body just functions physically. As soon as it feels that emotion, those happy hormones, what you're basically doing is saving a memory of the future. Just like you saved a memory from the past because you lived it. So it's just a feeling attached to an experience that makes it a memory. You have to feel what you want to feel and live from that feeling, from that place, which means you would have to be very aware of every moment, every step, every task, everything that you do in the present moment, without being sucked back into your regular thought patterns. You will start to save a memory from the future that hasn't happened yet, but your body doesn't know. And when your body lives this and saves this because you're feeling it, your magnetic field will change. You will radiate in a different frequency. Every human has a magnetic field. In the quantum field, it's like a radio station. You tune into the right frequency and miracles happen, and people say, oh, this came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere because you were nowhere. You will attract things out of nothing because that's where it comes from. When you do that, you will start to realize how small things change in your life without you actively, like physically working on it, because you've been doing the work internally. That's the whole point of this video, basically. I want to share that it's much easier than people think, but it's not what people tell you. It's not the write it down 100 times so you believe it kind of thing and then it will happen one day, because the secret is not in writing everything down and believing this illusion now all of a sudden you're a new person. No, it's you living this feeling. If writing it down helps you tune into this feeling of the future, of your ideal, the feelings that you want to feel, the elevated emotions, because your future, your desires You only desire those things because you think you will get a certain emotion from them. You feel happiness, freedom, financial freedom. You feel empowered. Like whatever it is that you see in your future, you desire not that specific thing, but you desire what you will get from that thing. So that thing at the end is just the cherry on top. And what we need to do is tune into the feeling that hasn't happened yet and trick our system. Kind of, we're not really tricking it, but your body believes that it saves it as a memory. That's how you manifest. And if writing it down helps you with that, you could. But the problem here is if you write it down, you get up from your journal and now you're living life, you switch back into your old self, which means your old thought patterns. You do things automatically. So the key is to do everything very aware with this elevated emotion. You feel empowered and joyful, all these feelings, and not thinking about things that you usually think about, because every thought is attached to a feeling that is known to you, to your known life. And if you switch back to your thoughts, you automatically tune into the known, which is your current life that you want to change, right? Just doing everything from a place of just doing everything from a clear mind will help you set the foundation for your new life, for your ideal self. I will give you one exercise if you don't forget. When you wake up tomorrow, just become aware first. Just become aware of what you're feeling. What does it feel like? Do you notice that you're feeling the same feeling that you pretty much feel every other morning too? And just becoming aware is already one step closer to changing it, because you cannot forcefully change your thoughts. You first have to get to ground zero, which is this space of nothing and infinite possibilities, which means we have to get away from what is to this empty space, and from there we can go to the next. So the first exercise will be to just become aware of what you're feeling and notice where your mind goes, and when it goes to a thought, come back to that place where you just observe from, and you notice that your mind will always pull you back to that thought. And each time it does, take this moment to pull yourself back to the observer of those thoughts. And if you're already good at that, the next step would be try to feel this empty space where there's no thought, no nothing. And if you're already familiar with meditating, you know what a blissful place this is to be in. You can feel one with everything. Now, if you can do that, third exercise, feel those elevated emotions. Your ideal self, your ideal future would give you those feelings. Tune into those emotions and just imagine, what would it feel like? Don't just visualize a picture, an image. Feel this vision. You don't need to see specifically. Just try to feel what you would feel if you get what you want to get, if you are who you want to become. That would be the third exercise. If you can do that, fourth, get up just like you would. You go to the bathroom, you do your thing, but try not to fall back into your thoughts, into the automated self that just grabs stuff like the toothbrush and is not even aware of the fact that she's or he's doing that. Be aware with each movement and anything you touch of this feeling that you felt a minute ago when you did the third exercise. Try to be in tune with this feeling while you do whatever you do. And the longer you can keep this up, the longer you practice this, it will become your normal reality. It is your reality then, basically, because that's what you're feeling, that's who you are, and the rest will happen on its own. That's the surprise. Okay, just let yourself be surprised. Try to do each thing from that feeling. Okay, that's it for today, honey. Bye.